This here is a movement of the people, the earth-working ones dedicated to soil and soul. This is what a community built on rhythm looks like, built on drum beat, built on heartbeat, built on the backs of the indigenous ones. Here is the pulse of the people. We find it through the touch of the architect, the one who reminds us that environmental racism is real and the toxic stink still lingers, but the culture bearer reminds us that we can't let nobody turn us around. Here is where the workers' champion tells us that the people are the legacy. It leads us to the believer, the one who jumpstarts us with dedication, who guides us to the thinker, because in all of this work, we can't lose our heads, even when we lose our signals. When toxic waste and race loom over our heads, here we are saying that no matter the circumstance, small groups make a big difference.
I am Dr. Beverly Wright, the founding director of the Deep South Center for Environmental Justice, and along with Dr. Robert Bullard, who runs the Bullard Center for Environmental and Climate Justice, we are so excited and happy to co-sponsor this event every year.
Attending conferences like these, where you can be surrounded by people of all different disciplines and all different races, we all have a very common shared lived experience. And hearing people from all across the country talk about the same things that I've experienced is very powerful, and you cannot get that anywhere else.
Our HBCU Climate Change Conference is unique. It provides a space for our students, faculty, and our community partners to come together and explore the kinds of strategies that will get us to solutions. We are really interested in presenting the facts and the science and the data, but also in coming up with actions that can make a difference. These last 3 days have really been exciting. We've done this for 11 times, and it seems that it's getting better and better.
We're here to try to find solutions to the harm that climate change is doing to all of our communities. We're also very excited to honor the founders of the environmental justice movement. I think this is the first time that we have had all of them in one space at one time in many years, so we are happy to put on this event. We are also so excited to host a group of young people that we identify as Generation Next. We're excited that they can be a part of this conversation and interact with college kids while they try to figure out what it is they want to do in life. We are here to make a difference. We are here to encourage young people to make a difference. And we're also here to educate and cultivate even our little biddies that are running around today. We want them to be climate scientists, environmental justice warriors. And the only way to do this is by coming together in the way we've come together this week.
This conference is important to me because it's a family reunion. I think being here and being in community is like the most impactful part. I think it's really special to be able to support the upcoming students who are doing critical research at the intersection of energy, climate, and environmental justice.
My group decided to develop an emergency management and disaster preparedness kit to help better prepare the Houston communities. Our research objective was to investigate how diverse communities across Houston can strengthen disaster preparedness, and we wanted to focus on improving community readiness and resilience. We identified communication gaps within marginalized communities, and we examined disparities that impacted access to critical information. This tells us that even when individuals may be enrolled in alert systems, that doesn't necessarily always translate to feeling informed or being prepared for disasters. The key takeaway here is awareness and enrollment are both limited, and there's a disconnect between receiving information and truly understanding how to respond at the time of disaster.
So what are the health effects of PM 2.5? The health effects are things such as premature death in people with heart or lung disease, aggravated asthma, and decreased lung function. Minority populations are most likely to be affected by PM 2.5 pollution. For our first map, we have the highest PM 2.5 peak. They were above 360 micrometers in February of 2025. At lower peaks, PM 2.5 levels still remain very unhealthy.
I I think we need more centers, we need more departments, we need more spaces for Black and brown students, faculty, academics, and researchers, specifically at HBCUs. HBCUs should be leading the cause and should be at the forefront of the environmental justice as well as the climate crisis.
This has to be one of the bucket lists if you're an undergraduate, a graduate student at an HBCU, no matter what your discipline is. We say that our quest for climate and environmental justice is cross-disciplinary, because if you breathe air and drink water and eat food, you should be in the room, in the house, when we have this conference every year.
We have all come together, all of us here, to be reminded of true leadership, true change. This is brilliance and unbridled potential. Here we are together, loving one another through all of the change and making it a better place for everyone else to live. Environmental